Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Elden Ring. This time I'm going to show you how to take down Starscourge Radahn. This is a really interesting boss fight, and in the comments I would love it if you'd let me know what you think of this fight. So starting off, you'll notice a bunch of gold summon signs on the ground. You want to summon everyone you see. Basically, you're creating an army to fight Radahn here, and what's pretty cool is that when these NPCs ultimately die, you can resummon them eventually. Starting off here in this little area, you want to stay on the back side of this dune, because once you go past it, anywhere near this summon sign or on that parallel line, Radahn will start firing a volley of arrows that are more difficult to avoid. So we're going to summon Patches here, but I realized as soon as I summoned him that he was probably getting arrows rained down on him when he was coming up, and he dies really fast. Patches will always die super quick. That said, I'm not sure if Patches will always appear here unless he's friendly to you. I could be wrong on that. I have Blythe and Alexander and Patches as far as NPCs that I know. Everybody else just seems to be random, but maybe you meet them in later parts of the game. I'm not exactly sure. Alright, so once you have Radahn kind of in your sights, there are a few attacks that you want to watch out for. Mostly his gravity attacks. They are all pretty much delayed hits, and you can roll through just about all of them. Really not that big of a deal. But when he starts moving around on his horse all willy-nilly, that's when things get extremely chaotic. And it's at this point that if he's not close to half health, I recommend running away and letting your teammates fight for you for a little bit, and then if a bunch of them die, I recommend running around and resummoning them. You can stagger him as you see here, however, you only have a couple seconds to get to his head and get the riposte. He does recover from that very, very quickly. Once the boss goes below 50% health, he will jump out, and then you will notice an orange glow in the sky, and that's because he's coming back as a fireball. Very reminiscent of the Nightjar enemy in Ashina Castle in Sekiro. So in Phase 2, he moves a lot faster, primarily only uses gravity attacks, and if a lot of folks died during Phase 1, all of their summon signs should be available again. So what you need to do is you just need to mount up on Torrent and roll around the desert for a second, and you can summon folks while on Torrent in this fight. So all you gotta do is ride past them and press triangle. The main attack that you got to watch out for in Phase 2 is these meteors that are around him. Eventually, Radahn will run away, and he completely detaches aggro from everybody. He technically still has it on one person. It could be you. It could be an NPC. But he will eventually run away, and when he does that, the meteors will detach from him and start flying into whoever he has aggro on. Like I said, that could be you. That could be somebody else. This is it right here. So, luckily, the aggro was on Blythe, so I didn't have to deal with it. But they move a lot faster than you might suspect. So you have to be very careful when dodging them, and you need to dodge twice. You can just roll to the side both times, and that should do it. The other big ability that you got to watch out for in Phase 2 is that one right there. They are a series of gravity orbs, and if all of them hit, basically if one hits you, they're all going to hit you. And when that happens, it's going to completely drain your stamina if you're blocking. If you're not blocking, it'll likely kill you. If it drains your stamina, you're going to get hit by his follow-up attack, most likely. So getting hit by one of those gravity orbs is almost certain death. You can see here that I'm just rolling around the desert trying to find summon signs that might have come back up, because I don't want to fight him one-on-one. This really is a team-based fight. It's kind of something to get used to because it's very new to a game like this, like deliberate summons that you really should be using all the time like this. So it takes a little while to get used to. But once you do, you'll start to get comfortable and understand that you are not in charge of this fight. Radahn is in charge of this fight, and you just need to overwhelm him with your army. That's kind of the idea here. While fighting him, you want to do your best to stay behind him and let your friends take charge and take aggro. It's easier said than done, but that's really the kind of strategy that you want to employ. Don't attack him until your army has aggro. And that's it. Eventually, he will go down. There is one ability that he uses that I didn't get to showcase here. he basically flies up and spins in a spiral and flies toward you. You can dodge it, but be sure to dodge the follow-up attack. It's the same thing that comes immediately after. That's it. That is Starscourge Radahn. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The link for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.